Hariom students, I am Dharmendra Tiwari, a teacher of English of Saraswati Vidya Mandir, Sinidi. Today I am again here with the second chapter of Behind, that's the sound of music by Devruh Kavle. First of all, I would like to discuss something about the writer. The writer was just a lady. She took birth in 1806. She was an Ottawa-based writer. She was a famous writer who traveled across the world while writing articles for Reader's Digest. She worked for CBS Television in London and Egypt. Her notable books were Quest Biographies, Canadian Scholars Bundles. Unfortunately, she died at the age of 43 only in 1849. The main characters, the first one is Evelyn Glennie and the second one is Ron Fabrice, who was a percussionist. Yeah, dear students, as we see in our life, there are so many problems we have to face in our life. There are so many children, so many people who are disabled. They have some physical problems in their bodies. It's also a story of like that. If we see the summary, only the first part, actually there are two parts of this chapter. If we see the first part, we see Evelyn Glennie was a 17-year-old girl and she decided to make music her life. You can think, sir, what is the problem here to make music for a life? But actually, she was completely deaf. She was unable to listen anything when she wanted to join music. The aspiring musician feels the vibration of an approaching train and she has been selected for training at the prestigious Royal Academy of Music in London. Glennie started losing her hearing power gradually, slowly, at the age of 8 years only due to nerve damage. She was unable to listen at the age of 8. She was advised to be sent to school for deaf. Many people discouraged and advised that she should go to the school for deaf only. But Evelyn was determined to lead a normal life and to pursue her interest in music. Most of the people discouraged her if she was not able to do that because she was not physically fit. But Ron Fabrice, a percussionist, who noticed her power, her potential and motivated her to feel music in different parts of her body. He advised not to listen by the ears but to feel by the different parts of the body. During 3 years course in Royal Academy of Music in London, she scored the highest marks in the history of that academy. Due to that, she got many awards, many rewards. She became famous. She got top awards and she started solo performances. She had learned French and basic Japanese also. You see, she was not physically fit. She was completely deaf. But according to her, she told us, she advised us, if you work hard and know where you are going, you will get there. That means you will get success, you will be there. Means if you are fully determined to do anything, your physical defect will not disturb you, not distract you, and you will get that goal if you think only once. She did free concerts in prisons and hospitals. So my students, what we see, that although Evelyn Glennie was not physically fit, but she became a motivator for those people who are disabled. though they think that their life has no any successful condition, they can also get ideas from this deep musician, and you can see if we determine to achieve anything, we will get it. For that we have to do hard labor, and we also know the hard labor is key to success. Thank you.